Major bag alert. Major. Yo, what up, man? What up, family? It's your boy Dimebag, aka Corner Pocket, aka just got out of the shower, man. Something about that freshly shaved head, man. Where my bald boys at, dude? Talk to me one time, man. I'm feeling good. Cleaning up the shower, cleaning off after other people's messes. It's all good, man. Cleaning all that, dude. Showers get disgusting sometimes. The hair, and then what's up with the mold that just like comes in under the like the body wash, like underneath the bottle if it's been sitting there a while? What is that, dude? So did that. Also, does it not just hit different when you you kind of turn your shower cold at the end and you just get a big drink of that cold water straight from the fucking nozzle, straight from the fucking faucet, man? That felt awesome, dude. But I feel like we're just out here living in utopia right now, are we not? Can I get an amen? Are we not? Utopia? Dude, wasn't that a show back in the day? I'm pretty sure that was a show back in the day where people would like, they'd go onto this island or this little enclosed, fenced off type of property, and they were only given a certain amount of money and they had to choose how they wanted to spend it. And like, you know, they'd get cows and have to live off the cows and gardening, and it was like the real world, but like do a little bit of work. It's like Jersey Shore, but there's no t-shirt shop. They actually do something. And if I'm remembering correctly, I think I would go over there, watch it with my buddy, and then this girl, Leia, Princess Leia. We'd go watch it at her place, get stoned as shit, dude. Just roll blunts on blunts on blunts. And she had this dog that hated me, and she would always be like, "Yeah, hop on the bed with me, you know, lay down." And she was pretty cute or whatever, and I'd be like, "Nah, I'll just be on the floor. It's cool. I'm comfortable, dude." I was scared to pull that shot, man. Got nervous. Didn't have no Riz back then. Kind of redeveloping. And yeah, I just learned that word, Riz. Yeah, I'm trying it out on y'all right now. So anyway, let's get into all the good things that have been happening, man. It's your favorite internet personality right now, Bagman Jones. You already know. I guess first thing that happened yesterday, I was listening to the radio station, Christian radio, and then the guy starts telling his story, and I didn't know that. I always hear this guy, Carlos. He's this big upbeat guy. Love him. Carlos, Lowe's, what's up, dude? Carl's. And he starts saying, man, you know, a few years ago, dude, you know, I think his mom died, and it caused him to spiral downwards, and he gets a divorce. He said he's looking for love in all the wrong places. Kind of sounds like he was maybe out there dogging it up in the streets, you know, shout out Carlos. But and he's like, you know, I didn't feel at this point worthy anymore to be on Christian radio. He was like, how am I sitting here telling all you people, you know, my audience, to keep fighting when I had given up? And, you know, he just goes on and goes on, and he's like, you know, but that's what I'm saying. If I can be saved, and if I can be healed, and if I can be redeemed and restored, then anybody can, because I was lost bad. I was down bad, down horrendous for my young folk. And, you know what he said too, I really liked a lot. He was like, man, I'm not proud of my story. You know what I mean? And I don't think we always have to be proud of our story. That's kind of maybe what makes us change. He was like, you know, I'm not proud of my story, but it is what it is, and I just got to keep pushing, keep fighting, and, you know, keep growing and keep trying to spread the message and keep letting people in on it. And I was like, dude, Carlos, man, way to open up, dude. Shout out to you for opening up on like a 3-4 minute break in between songs, dude. A little commercial. I mean, a little media break, dude. He broke it down quick, man. So shout out to Carlos, man. Let's all keep Carlos strong right now. Let's make sure we thinking about him. Here's a quote that really hit me hard. And I could have used this probably a lot of times when I was depressed or sad or angry or bored or pissed off, irritated, hopeless, whatever. It's very simple. I don't know how I couldn't think of it. Sometimes like the answer is right in front of your face, or you got the key already and you're just blinded to it. And this just goes, reach for a thought that feels better. You know what I mean, dude? Like, yeah, you have that bad thought, and then you keep diving more and more into it, diving more into it, and diving more into it, and overanalyzing and thinking, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it keeps popping up more and more and more and everywhere, and it's just like, no, dude, leave that thought and think about something that's gonna make you feel good. Like, oh man, I'm really healthy. Oh man, I love my family. You know, just try to leave that thought, dude, and hop over to something that's gonna make you feel better. You know, I've been blessed with, um, being able to see the best in people, or put a smile on people's face, or I'm a hard worker, or, I woke up today, or I have a lot of friends, or, I got a good job, whatever. Just find those couple things that you're proud of yourself and you feel good of, and you've worked hard for and you've earned it. And those are like, it just starts with that one simple thing. Okay, now you're on first base. Now you just got to walk. Now you're up to bat again. What are you going to do? Move the runner over. Got to get to second base. You know what I mean? Find that next thought. Do that next thing. I did a night walk today, man, and when I got home, and felt amazing, dude. Just keep finding ways to take care of yourself, make yourself feel good. That's one of the main things, dude. Just keep stopping and ask yourself, how am I feeling? And if you're feeling good, you're doing things right. Sometimes it's like your mind, you're on autopilot and you haven't even had a thought for 30 minutes, but you still ask yourself, how am I feeling? I feel good. Then, dude, good. Keep doing what you're doing. Another one here is the power of, don't underestimate the power of consistency and desire. If you want something, if you're thinking about it, if you do it every day and just keep going up, never giving up, you can achieve just amazing things. You really can. You wouldn't even believe it. And I think the thing we struggle most with is probably consistency over the desire. Like, we usually know what we want, know what we care about, know what we like, but it's just the everyday grind. But I don't know. I think if you're doing the right thing, it doesn't kind of feel like a grind as much anymore. There was a bunch of times where I thought I was doing the right thing, but it just wasn't the right thing. And I'd be like, man, I just don't enjoy doing that. I used to really like writing. I haven't done it as much. I mean, these are kind of writings or whatever. I like thinking. I like exploring relationships. But, after a while, I was like, man, I don't want to go out there and write. I don't want to write poetry, or, it just started feeling like a chore. And at that point I said, okay, well, let's try another avenue. Is that quitting? I don't know. That might be quitting. I don't know. Take that back. Maybe I shouldn't tell you guys that. I don't know. Pretend like I didn't even say any of that. Okay, let's move it on. Guys, I saw a old couple. Must be retired, had to have been. And they're just out on the road. I can't remember if they had a dog with them. It's just them two picking up trash, dude. One of them had a picker-upper thing, and the other one person just had a plastic bag throwing them in there. And I was like, man, dude, good for them. If they can do it, why can't we do it? I cleaned up my Chipotle bathroom today. It's like, dude, I go in there, someone peed all over the seat and didn't flush, and then left a bunch of left the toilet paper, when you roll it or roll it, left it all the way hanging on the ground. Like, dude, what kind of freaking animal are we trying to be like in there, dude? What's going on in there? What is going on in there? And then I came back out because somebody was pulling on the door, knocking, pulling. It's like a one-person bathroom, knocking, pulling. I finally opened the door, and it's like this really these two really cute little young twin girls, and they are going wild. They got costumes, they got toys, they're running around, dude. It's at Chipotle. They run behind the counter, near the stoves, dude, and everyone is freaking out. These girls are about to burn themselves. But then they tried to run up to me, and they tried to say a couple things, and I had no idea what they were saying. I'm sure their mom understands that baby talk, that 2, 3, 4-year-old talk, voice, language perfectly. But I kept being like, what? And I felt so sad because I wanted to communicate with them and interact. And they seemed happy and laughing and just like a big ball of fun and energy, running around crazy and rambunctious. And I don't know, it just really upset me that I couldn't communicate with them. Because they're like pointing at me, and I thought they were saying like something dad. Maybe I looked like their dad, or I couldn't tell if they were pointing at my shirt, and I just kept saying what, and I would try to change the subject, like, what's that that you're holding, and they just kept wanting to get this one message out. I hope it wasn't important, dude. What if they were like, yo, man, you got to do your emissions on your car? Yo, dude, don't forget your auto insurance is due literally tomorrow, dude. Anyway, so the old people picking up trash, that was awesome. I heard this song where it was basically like, when I wasn't making much, you know where my paycheck went. And a little bit later, she talks about like, you'll never know how much I love you. I think we're all looking just for that love. You know, I get addicted to watching those weird YouTube things where it's like couple pranks, couple YouTube short TikToks, and I was watching one where basically the guy, and I don't know, they could all be fake, but whatever, they get me every time. They get me every single time. And the guy was just basically like, hey babe, I don't think I have the money to pay the rent. I can't help you with the rent this month. And dude, she was excited. She was like, oh babe, it's totally okay. Yeah, I get to help you. This is awesome. You know what I mean? I think we're all looking for that. The guy or girl that loves us, you know, when we're down and out, or when we just can't come through, or we need the support. You know, I think that's what kind of inspires us. And the 50 Cent song, 21 Questions. Great song. And my friend talking about, yo, man, I'm going to win the lottery, and then I'm going to not tell anybody. And then the first girl that, you know, wants to talk to me and hang out with me and be nice to me, I'm going to change her life. And I was like, yeah, dude, you know, I get it. I definitely get that. I think we all want that. That honest, real stuff. Like, you know, I'll get into it a dream later, but like, let's say my videos start blowing up, which I still think they're going to, and I'll get into it a little bit later or whatever. I think I would want a girl that probably didn't really know who I was or something at the time. Not like, oh yeah, this guy's, you know, hopefully doing real well or going somewhere, you know. I'd just be like, what about when I was not had shit, you know? Oh wait, guys, I know the last couple times I haven't had the my classic major bag alert bars for you, Bagman Jones, you know, getting to it. But today I wrote some down. Just a quick one. Lately I've just had too much material. I probably have too much now, but I just got to give them to you, man. I got so many stored up. Here it goes. You trying to surf? I'm trying to work more. Fuck, what does that say? Oh, okay, I'm gonna start back over. You trying to surf? I'm trying to work more. Cause baby, we still dirt poor. First stage first, trying to get us off of the first floor. Ignore my own feelings, so not that sorry if I hurt yours. Gotta get that paper and see why all this money cursed for. That one, yeah, that one hit me hard when for me, it was just all about money and working, and fuck you if you're not trying to work. And, you know, I'd be with girls that they just want to go out, or they just want to party. They just want to have a good time. They just want to kick up. They just want to chill. And I don't think they think about where the money's coming from. Then they get mad when I say I got to go to work. It was like, well, yeah, I can hang out here all day and we'll be homeless real quick. You know, I'd be like, hey, I have to go to work. And they'd be like, no. Don't go. Hang out with me. Don't go to the gym. You have to read. You have to write. It was kind of tough having hobbies and doing things, man. But yeah, because baby, we still dirt poor. First things first, trying to get us off that first floor, man. Yeah, apartments, you want to live on the top, or you want to live on the more higher floors, so you don't have people banging above you, or you're the easiest place to get robbed, or you get a nice view. I've always wanted to be that upper, you know, penthouse, or, you know, or it could also be a metaphor of just first floor, like level 1. We just started off training. Here's the basic. Here's the rules of the game. So I felt like, ignore my own feelings. So not that sorry if I hurt yours. Yeah, man. Sometimes when you're on that grind or whatever, you feel like you're down and out in a ditch, and your body's telling you to do this or do that, or, man, quit work, man, go get drunk or whatever. You just got to shut it all down and be like, no, man, I have to do this. So yeah, I was kind of bitter. I was kind of angry. I probably wasn't that pleasant to be around. And, I don't know, maybe that was my fault for not communicating. I'd talk to this girl and be like, yo, we have to budget. Yo, we don't have money for this. Do you understand? And some are really good at it. Like, I dated girls also too that were like really good about understanding. They'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, let me help out. Okay, yeah, we'll go here. We'll cook at home. We'll do this. We'll do that. But that was right when I know exactly the girl I was dating at the time. So, and it wasn't Princess Leia. Shout out to her again. Dude, I was at the gym, right? And, I'm doing all my cardio, whatever. I'm hyped. I'm listening to Beethoven and, or I'll just like listen to the treadmill, hold on to the handle so I don't fall off, and just close my eyes, dude. If someone's looking at me, they're probably like, that guy has not opened his eyes for 20 minutes. What's he doing? And I'm just visualizing. I'm just breathing. I'm just thinking. I'm just trying to conjure up all those good feelings, man, and just make them explode like a bomb kind of inside of me. But there's this guy in the gym, and I don't even think he lifts weights. I don't think he does cardio. He comes in, and he still there's a stretching area. He doesn't go there. He goes right to the middle of where everyone's working out with dumbbells and barbells and easy curl bars. He's right in there, and I don't even think he lays down a mat, but he lays down and he starts getting into some of the most intense stretching I have ever seen, dude. He looks like he's like a contortionist or something, man. It looks like he's breaking his back and his obliques and his spleen. I don't even know where that is. And he's just twisting and turning and groin pulls. And I'm just looking at this guy. I'm like, man, I'm like in awe. But I'm like, dude, do it, bro. Get that shit, man. Live your life, man. Live your truth out here, man. Do your thing. And you know what? Yeah, don't hide in the corner where everyone's stretching. Dude, come out here and show it. Be loud and proud about it. You know what I mean? And so now I just love seeing that guy. At first, I was like, what is this guy doing? I almost tripped on him like 4 times because he's on the floor and you're like looking straight ahead. And then you're like, dude, what the? Now I love him. Now he's one of my favorite guys, man. So it's like the more time you spend around people, the more things you find to love about them. And, I'd start off working with a coworker and hate them. I'd be like, God, every time they open their mouth, I want to put my fist in there. You know what I mean? And I'd just be like, God, they're annoying. They're bringing me down. Dude, after like a couple months, I'd be like, oh, Cindy. Yo, trying to hang out after? Yo, Brad, dude, you didn't finish telling me that story last night, bro. Oh, yeah, Dad. You know what I mean? Then it's just like, I don't know. Just box people in together, man, and they'll usually come out for the better. They really will. What else I got? Here's a little quote for you. Friends overlook broken fences to admire your garden. They overlook your broken fences, dude. We all have shady, bad quality, bad traits, downfalls, things that we're not that great at, but, we all also have that beautiful, beautiful garden. Those trees, that scent, that aroma, the bright colors, the wildlife, the buzzing. We all have that, man. So, the true friends, yeah, they more appreciate you for your gifts and what you can bring to the table and what they admire about you, and just kind of get to watch you cook, just be in your presence, just, like I know my friends' strengths, and when they get into them, I like watching them do their thing. And then same, I can tell with them too, like when I start getting into my thing, maybe I'm riffing, improving something, or getting real excited about something, they just kind of let me rip, man. Just let it fly. So that's really cool too. Another quick quote for you guys. The perfect time to relax is when you don't have time for it. Little bit of a guess who, little knock knock who's there kind of. Basically when you feel too stressed out and you don't have time to relax, that's a good indicator that, hey man, you need to take a breather, man. Take a blow. Check yourself out. Let the bench come in. I gotta read it again. Hold on. Perfect time to relax is when you don't have time for it. Yeah, dude, you gotta make time. Or just always realize, hey, these things can wait. But I can't be stressed out, man. They're still uncovering every day how much stress can play such a big negative role in just everything. Stress just kind of comes in and tears everything down, man. And we got to keep understanding that we can pretty much control our stress. Yeah, bad things are going to happen. But when I don't think I ever really understood or really grasped until lately, and I'm trying to fully implement it, is that we control our reactions every single time, dude. There's nobody in my mind paying me, or I'm not a little puppet string where they say, hey, this is going to happen, and then you are going to do this. It might come like almost slip out, and then you got to catch it and be like, do I really want to say that? Okay, let me think about this. Okay. I was the worst at just the classic acting before thinking. That was me. Oh my God, dude. I would just fucking first thing on my mind, let it fly, and then be like, whoops, sorry. Sorry, that was that was probably inappropriate and uncalled for, correct? Yeah. I see that now. I do see that now. I'm sorry about that. Here's a good one. You guys ready for this good one? Y'all ready for this one right here? Man, do I rock the goatee one time? Shout out to my dad for rocking the goatee. Kind of an honor homage to him one of these days. I could see it happening. Here's a good quote too that really I found true for myself a lot. The devil likes to play with idle hands. And so I understand now my parents, when I was growing up, they're like, hey, no, you have to do something. Whether it's a sport, whether it's a hobby, maybe you're in the Boy Scouts, maybe you're, I don't know, Taekwondo, maybe your chess club, whatever. You have to do something. You can't just, it's bad to have too much free time, guys. It really is. To have no hobby, no passion, nothing, no goals set. You'll just start finding bad things to get into, or just overthinking. Like your mind will look for problems and create problems that aren't there, and your mind will start, telling you things that you don't really believe, looking in the mirror and you're like, yo, what's up, you piece of shit? You look in the mirror and you're just like, yo, dude, you're a piece of shit. And you're like, I don't really think that, do I? Wait, am I? And then you're wrestling with that one all day, rather than, I gotta get to band practice at 5, and then, then I gotta read for an hour, and then I gotta come home and, go to, yearbook club, and, you don't even have time for any of that bullshit, dude. You're just moving and grooving. So that's really good. So try to always be doing something, working on something, have an idea. Like, yeah, an off day is good, and taking time to relax is good. Just don't do it every day. Is the point. I heard this on the radio too. God, dude, we got still a lot to get to, man. I don't know. Am I gonna end up making 3-hour videos at some point, man? Who knows how long these videos are gonna get, man. Should I keep splitting these into part 1 and part 2? I don't know. I like how I do it. Thanks for the input. I'll lock it away. I'll put it in the suggestion box. This lady's talking about her kids. They're like, they ask her and they're like, hey, what's it like being a mommy? What's it like being mommy? And she says she just starts chasing around. Why? Just chasing around the house. Why? Because she just basically said, you know, kids just, they ask why about everything. Why? Oh, why? 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 Isn't that so funny? Like, that's kind of how we learn. And I remember doing that as a kid. And just how we learn. And I'm sure parents just are so sick of it. And sometimes they're probably just like, dude, no. Just because. Don't you remember your parents just saying, just because I said so? Sometimes I don't have to have a reason. It's because I freaking said so. And I'm the parent. And you're not shit. Yeah, I think we all know the story about the guy. I think he posted on Facebook or Twitter or something, and he was basically like, hey guys, just quit my job at McDonald's after being there for 6 years, and just wanted to let everyone know, in almost every 10 nugget meal that I had to make, I'd put 11 in there. And everyone just shouted him out and praised him. We were all like, dude, you're a hero, man. Like, the unsung hero, dude, the mystery man. And you know, I felt like that too, man, because when I would, sorry, Mom and Dad, if you see this, but, you know, when we would work at our family business, I would give away things, not give them away for free, but give it a little extra discount. You know, we'd have contractors and then retail price. And I'd usually give the retail person, I'd give them the contractor price. I just wanted to hook them up. I just wanted to sauce them. And I wouldn't even tell them. They wouldn't even usually know. It was for me. I just didn't want to feel like I was taking advantage of people. And then big time at restaurants, all my serving jobs, right? You know, let's say 2 people would order queso, right? They would hand it to me, and I'd be like, dude, this needs more chips, dude. I'm not bringing this out here. It's embarrassing. Like, I want them to eat it and be happy. I want them to come back. I don't want them to feel like we're scamming them, dude, because there's been some, you know, restaurants or places you go and you're like, dude, they're really cutting the serving small. So I'd get in fight with managers or the cooks, and I'd be like, dude, put more on here. You know what I mean? I want them to come back. So I'm always trying to stick up for whoever there, usually when I can, when I think about it. Dude, my new thing that I've been doing, that I've been loving. Look how big my eyes are getting. A little bit creep. What's wrong with my eyes? Oh, it's because I'm looking down at the camera. Wait. No, I'm still doing it. What? Do I look like an alien? I might look a little bit like an alien, dude. If you're casting a movie and you need a little bit of a talkative alien, I'd be interested. So yeah, my new thing that I've been doing. There goes the eyes again, dude. I can't fake that, man. That's stuff for real. And that, look at that. Look at those eyebrows going up and up and up. I've been how do I explain it? I go on YouTube, right? And I'll just search a word, grateful, or positivity, or law of attraction, or wholesome, right? And then I'll go up to my search filters, like how I'm searching it, and I'll go by, because yeah, there's all the big YouTubers that'll come up when I do that. But now I search by upload date. So it's all the people that posted today. And I'll click on people that get, you know, under 100 views. The people that actually see the comments and comment back, and I'll watch their videos and I'll like them, and I'll subscribe and I'll comment to them and be like, yo, appreciate you doing this, great vibes. Hey, really love this video, 100%, couldn't agree more. You know, just give them a little something that I'm here. Hopefully gonna make some friends with them, maybe make some videos with them one day, and just letting them know that I'm here, because I love all the support I get every time. It means so much. It's amazing that I'm like, oh, I could give that to other people. You know, so I'm finding these small YouTubers and commenting and just be like, I love what you're doing, and liking their videos and saying, so amazing, so beautiful, thank you for sharing that, you know, whatever. And just hopefully I keep popping up more in the comments, finding the same people or new people, and just, you know, hopefully get to know them and they get to know me, dude. The world's just different than how it used to work, man. And I know some people are bummed out about that, but you got to look at it the positive side. Like, you can meet so many new people and different people. Like, you know, I was watching this girl from Michigan, and, you know, this other person from out of my country, and, you know, this other lady that's way older than me that I would never probably get a chance to talk to. And I just said, hey, I love what you're doing. And she commented back, and a lot of them are commenting back and, you know, really thanking me. And just feels good. It just feels nice, man. And they're making great videos. Like, yeah, you get the bag and the bulk and the brand name over here, dude. But this felt like the homegrown, dude. That real honey, that honey mustard, dude. That they're still just as talented. They're still just as good at videos that everyone else has posted. It just shows that sometimes you need luck, and some people just blow up, and some people still make great videos and don't blow up. But you know what? I think the fans, or subscribers, or viewers, or commenters, I think they like it almost because they feel closer to that YouTuber, and they feel like we're connected more, and they're closer to me, and I'm in touch with them and can reach them, and I know them more, and so all of them serve serve a great purpose. So that's beautiful. Real quick, I want to say, I don't like when people have Instagrams really that much, unless you're promoting like a really good positive cause. You know, I don't need to see 100 selfies of you, but I don't get more hyped than when people have an Instagram for their pet. You know, you got your dog on Instagram, you got your cat on Instagram, and you make little funny captions and just show your cat and dog doing little goofy or funny or cute things. So I don't have a pet right now, but if you do have a pet, please make your dog or cat an Instagram. And if they have one, literally comment and tell me what it is. I will go. I don't even have Instagram right now. I will download Instagram, create an account to start following some people's pet pages. I just will. I'd be so hyped about that. I think every time, it's one of those things that it never gets old. It's funny every single time when you make your cat or dog say a little caption. It just, I don't know. It's like my kryptonite. Also, guys, I did a couple more selling items, you know, on like Facebook Marketplace. And dude, I sold my TV and I sold my Xbox, right? Done playing video games, really kind of a waste of time, it feels like, and stressing me out. And I just like doing this more. And I feel like I'm doing more good. But dude, the two people that I sold to, I'm not kidding when I say we're just so nice, so sweet, so innocent, so just great people. I couldn't have sold them to better people. And, you know, I gave them kind of a deal. I did way less than I paid for it. And like for the person with the TV, I threw in an extra power cord and an extra HDMI and, you know, walked them through how to use it. Same with the guy with the Xbox. I showed him what game I play and what I like, and showed him how to, you know, or, you know, he's going to use my gamer tag and stuff like that. So the Bagman Jones legacy is being carried on. But what was cool about both of them is they were Hispanic, but they didn't speak English. They each kind of brought someone in their family that spoke English without them speaking English. And I just think it's beautiful to go to another country, not really speaking the language, and just making the most out of it, grinding, doing your best, surviving, pushing forward. I think it's so beautiful when, like, you know, they have kids and the kids know English, and then the kids are teaching the parents, like, you know, talking their parents through things. I just think it's very wholesome. I think it's really awesome. But they were both super nice, so I was so glad I got to meet them. I was like, man, I just want to sell stuff now. I just want to keep meeting all these strangers. You know, because, like, yeah, they want you to think, oh, everyone out there's bad, and they're scary, and everything's bad, and watch the news, and they're going to rob you, and they're going to murder you. These people are beautiful people. Most of the people I meet out there, almost all of them, I'd say 95% of people that I meet out there seem like really good, genuine people. Maybe they're closed off or they're hard to open up, but, like, you know, to their families, they're probably still like superheroes. You know? Here's a really good one that I was liking. It goes, laughter is timeless. It never gets old. We always want to laugh. When something's funny, you always laugh, and it feels good, and it's amazing, and we never get tired of laughing. Who's ever like, man, I'm tired of laughing? Like, we love laughing. We love a good joke. I think it's one of the best gifts that we really have. Another good one here is the best makeup you can wear is a smile. 100%, dude. And whatever, this isn't about, you know, girls what looks good or guys what looks good, but I immediately find a girl way more attractive if I see her smiling. If she's having a good time or she's nice to somebody, I instantly boost her like 3 points. So just try to go out there and smile more. And I know girls hate when like a random creep guy will come up and be like, hey, why don't you smile more? Why aren't you smiling, honey? Sweetheart, darling, you know, calling them all these names. That's cringe as hell. I've never been the guy out in public trying to call girls that I don't know sweetheart, darling, honey, baby girl, you know, like, dude. Oh, God, guys, chill out. Back down. You know, I've never been like, hey, why don't you smile more? But just know deep down, smile is just always a good look with your friends. You know, it's a good impression to make on your boss. It's good for the customers. It's good for an awkward situation. You could smile and laugh and kind of play it off. It's really pretty appropriate in almost any situation. What do we got here? I'm crossed down a couple. I can't get to all these. I had a dream, right? Very visual dream. And it feels like it's deja vu me telling you this right now. But I dreamed and it felt so real. And I was dreaming and it was that my videos were getting 5,000 views, 10,000 views, some 50,000 views. And I was like, oh my goodness. That felt so real. Like, I think that's going to happen now. Because there's another quote, I was going to skip it, but it kind of comes into play here. It goes, visualizations are more important than your physical reality. Like, if you can visualize and see it and feel it, your brain's creating it. So it was really kind of made me happy to see that in my dreams and just be like, wow, we're on the right track. And that's why like someday, you know, I'll post a video and I'll maybe go back and check how many views or comments or likes it got, you know, a few hours later, or maybe a day later. This last video I posted, I was scared. I didn't want to go check it because I was like, it might have 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 views. And I was like, am I even ready for that yet? Like, I'm kind of enjoying this journey of just the grind and just the slow build up. Do I want to just pop and go crazy, you know, on one video? It kind of scared me, man, but I was like, you know what, nah. And I went back, and it didn't have that many views, but it got some really good reactions, and I was so happy. Thanks a lot for all the nice things y'all said. Thank you for the views. Thank you for everything. Man, I watched this girl. She was, I'd never seen her. Like I said, I'm just finding these new YouTubers, and she just gotten 1 million subscribers, which is a ton, dude. Good for her. But the point was, in her video, she was doing like a thank you, which I love. And she was like crying. She was that genuine and that real and just like saying, thank you guys for just like letting me be me and accepting me and letting me share these crazy videos that I do with y'all. And it just, I don't know, it felt really real. And I was like, this is what I'm here for. That real, that raw, that shit right there, man. So don't say, oh, people can't connect over the internet. I felt connected to her. I really did. That was a real human moment. It doesn't matter if I'm looking through a phone. I felt it. If you lost someone but found yourself, you won. Heyo, Eño Suarez. Yeah, dude, if you lost someone, but in the meantime, during that, you know, you're doing soul searching, you're digging around, and you're replacing their absence and having to fill it by yourself, and reaching deeper within yourself and finding that fulfillment, and you feel like you grew, or you know yourself better, or you understand yourself, and or you know what you expect and want, and you feel more comfortable in your skin. Any of those situations that came from that, you won. And like 50 Cent, you know, dude, 2 shout outs to 50 Cent today. Let's go, man. Get rich or die trying. And you know, he shouted out the Migos, and he's talking to them. You know, he's like, hey man, you know, R.I.P. Takeoff, and that's really sad or whatever, but keep his legacy alive and keep making that music, because he was like, in the, you know, artists in the hardest of times, we sometimes do our best work. And 50 can understand that, man. Dude got shot 9 times and, you know, came out and made one of the best albums, rap albums ever. So that is true. I think when I was going through some hard times, back when I was writing some of my best things ever. We don't want to go through them, but looking back, you're like, that did make me stronger, and I did put out some work. So just kind of reminder to y'all, and him just shouting them out, just saying, hey, keep your head up and please go back to work and don't let this cave in, keep making great things out of this. So, ooh, I think I'm getting close. Okay. I got one last story, and then I got a couple little good news, and then we're out of here. 40 minutes? It's about normal, about average. This guy, for the Lakers, he's like a young player for them, and they keep talking about, man, last year this guy was driving DoorDash. And I just laugh every time, man, because that's me. I'm driving DoorDash, and look, now he's in the NBA, and just don't let your situation now affect where you think you can go. Like, if you know what your goal is and you have your eye on the prize, you can get there. So, somebody made the joke, like, he's driving DoorDash, so I guess he's used to those late night deliveries. He's always used to delivering. And then there's a NF line too, the rapper, when he goes, how could you doubt me? Wait, no, something. How could you doubt me? I've always delivered. Dude, there's a line that he says before it. It's a really hard part. It's a really good part. NF sometimes goes crazy hard, but yeah, the DoorDash driver, man. So, I just feel good, like that could be me. Hopefully with that late night delivery to you. So, a couple good news stories I read was that a police officer was returned a medal that people found at the bottom of a river that like got stolen or he lost, and he just obviously gave up. He's like, there's no way I'm ever gonna find that again, ever gonna see that again. And they like fished it out of a river, and he hadn't had it for like 20 years. It was like a medal that he got for serving the force for like 30 years, and he was just so happy to get that. So I was really happy for that guy, man. Like, what are the odds? What are the chances? That medal to him probably signifies all the hard work, all the things he went through, all the training, all the long nights or the long days, or all the tough people he dealt with, or all the great people he dealt with. Cops kind of get a little bit of both. They get amazing people that come and hug them and thank them, and then they get some really bad things too. But don't we all? Another one was they're making little tiny cars for kids in hospitals to like drive to and back from the each room they're going to. Just any way we can comfort these kids, anything we can do for the kids, count me in, please. Dang it, man, that just reminded me of something. But they just look fun, man. The kids, they just got that wild imagination, and they're in a car, and I used to always advocate. Y'all might think this sounds crazy, but I was like, dude, what if instead of the politicians and mayors and bankers and presidents, what if like a kid had to be president? We just had to do what the kid said, dude. Think about it. Would it really be that bad? You know what I mean? Kids like, yo, we need nap time. Hey, we get sharing time. Show and tell. It would be, we're all playing hide and seek on Thursdays or something. Dude, count me in right now, dude. Count me in right now, dude. Literally take me to any kindergarten class and let's just make them our elected officials. I'm fucking dead serious. I'm really dead serious. So, last story I heard, I think I always kind of have a piece of this in me, or I just like the romantic side, or people getting together, or best friends, or a long time apart and get back together. This was a story of this guy and girl and their best friends, and they would talk on the phone all the time. I think they met when they were like 12 or maybe 14. They'd talk on the phone. They'd always hang out. They would just tell each other everything that, whatever. They're a really good friend. They meet at a young age. And then she says, they're doing this all the way up till they're about 18. Things are real good. Things are, they're tight as ever. And then she just out of nowhere goes to kiss him. And he turns away and like kind of freaks out and like I guess denies it or rejects her. I don't know exactly. I would have had to read it. I would have had to be there to kind of understand or see what the guy said after. But was it not the right situation? Did it just catch him that off guard? Whatever. And so then they said after that, they started talking less and less, and they eventually just kind of fell apart because they or grew apart because they both moved. Like he went to the Navy, she moved to a different state, and it was like 20 something years later, 24 years later. Wait, or like 20 years later. And then they said they were like kind of following each other on Facebook, kind of staying up to date in each other's lives, and I think they had both maybe went through a divorce or something, and they just I think she reached back out to him. Dude, shout out to her. She's a warrior, dude, making 2 first moves. Girls, real quick to y'all out there, guys love it when y'all make the first move every time. Usually goes well because we're sitting there usually in denial, like there's no way she likes me. I'm a gross Shrek ogre in a swamp. You know what I mean? So yeah, anytime you're a girl, I remember on Reddit one time, this girl was like, she posted some relationship advice, like I like this guy, but I'm not sure if she's like me, and should I go for it? And I think maybe 2 girls, and both of them, I was like, yes, shoot your shot. I guarantee you he's going to be in, like 100%. And both of them like commented back to me a few days later, and they're like, I did it. And he said, yeah, and we're into it. And one of them was like a friends with benefits. One was like a dating. And both times I was like, tell him. He probably has no idea. He's probably going around clueless. And, I don't know. I feel like I just spit on the camera. Maybe not. Anyway, so she hits him up, and then they start talking again, and then I think he goes out to see her, and they finally do have their first kiss, and now they're together, and they're happy, and they just said, I think, obviously he's saying now revisionist history. He's like, I should have kissed her then. I kind of screwed up. I was scared. I was nervous. But just so happy that worked out, man. Like childhood best friends. And they said, like, when they start talking, which I do believe, they're like, man, it felt like we just picked right back up. Dude, when you know somebody for a few years or whatever, you guys can spend a long time apart, but when you do get back to talking to them again, it does feel like y'all can kind of just get right back in rhythm, get right back in step. So, I don't know. Kind of seemed cool, but also, I don't know about anything. Do you? Anyway, I'm out, man. That was your latest and greatest from the Bagman Jones. But if you are on Xbox Live playing some Xbox Legends, you could probably see the new Bagman Jones 2819 Adam. That is the guy that I just sold my Xbox to. He's never played before. He was like a Halo guy. He just wants to play with his friend in Brazil. I'm so excited for him that he's going to get that moment because I use that Xbox to play with my friends. And the fact that I'm getting to, pass it down and kind of pass the torch, pass the baton for the next person, man. That's the cycle of life, man. And it's quite a beautiful thing. So I hope he enjoyed it as much as I did. Gave him a good deal. Seemed like a really nice, genuine, great dude. So let's just wish the best for that guy, man. I'm going to sleep. I gotta read. I gotta watch some chess videos. I got a real excited, fun day tomorrow playing with a friend. Where we're going to make I'll tell y'all tomorrow, all right? Bye.